मैम द पावर ऑफ यू, मतलब ये कहाँ से आपको मोटिवेशन मिला और स्टोरी मतलब कहाँ से आया?
मैं एक लाइफ कोच हूँ, मैं एक टैरो रीडर हूँ, एस्ट्रोलॉजर हूँ। तो पैंडमिक में स्पेशली ऐसा मुझे कॉल्स आता था और इस तरह के जो लोगों को जो तकलीफ़ें होती थी, वो मैंने जो अनुभव किया है उस समय, जिस तरह से प्रॉब्लम्स के थ्रू जो गुज़र रहे थे, उस वजह से मैंने ये जो बुक लिखा है उन लोगों के लिए लिखा है जो खुद को अपने आप को हील कर रहे हैं। अपने आप को हील ही नहीं करें, वो सब सारा कुछ अचीव करें, क्योंकि उस समय कोई अपने माँ बाप को खो रहा था, उस समय कोई अपना घर बार छूट रहा था, उनका जॉब चला गया था, उनका मतलब इतना कुछ हो रहा था उस समय दुनिया में। तो ये उन लोगों के लिए बुक है जो कि अपनी ज़िंदगी में बहुत एकदम नीचे जा चुके हैं, डिप्रेशन में हैं, बहुत ही सब चीज़ लूज़ कर चुके हैं। लेकिन अगर वो समझे ये बात कि उनके अंदर की जो एक अंदरूनी शक्ति होती है, वो उसको कैसे इमर्ज करके हम उसको अनलीश करके और उसको यूज़ करके हम मैनिफेस्ट करें, तो दिस इज़ द पावर ऑफ यू। दिस इज़ वॉट आई वॉन्टेड टू कन्वे टू द वर्ल्ड।
कोई इस लाइन आपकी जो चैप्टर हो थोड़ा पढ़ के बना दे, मतलब हिंदी में बताइए
जी।
जिससे लोग इंस्पायर हों, मोटिवेट।
जी, तो ये जो है, ये बुक मैंने ये बुक तो अंग्रेज़ी में है, लेकिन हिंदी में यही मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि अगर आपने कोई चीज़ को सोचा है, उसको विजुअलाइज, मतलब एक बार उसको स्वप्न जैसा देखा है, अपने आँखों को बंद करके अगर देखा है, तो आप उसको रियलिटी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो, मतलब आप उसको ला सकते हो हकीकत में। और ये कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है कि ये नहीं होता है, ये होता है, और ये बहुत लोगों ने किया है। जो टॉप 1% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हैं, जो कि रिचेस्ट ऑफ द रिच हैं, वो लोग यही फॉलो करते हैं, जो कि मैं अभी ये सब चीज़ को मतलब आप नॉर्मल लोगों को और नॉर्मल भाषा में मैं पहुंचा रही हूँ लोगों को, जो टॉप रिचेस्ट मैन पीपल इन द वर्ल्ड जो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं और वो अपना जो भी चाहते हैं वो पा लेते हैं। तो ये सब वो टेक्निक्स है इसमें।
जैसे आपको सपोर्ट मिल रहा है काफ़ी लोगों का, विजुअल भी देखा, वीडियो भी देखा, और टाइटल भी बैंड्रा में इतना बड़ा, मतलब इतनी बड़ी लाइब्रेरी इसका लॉन्चिंग, तो कैसा लग रहा है, क्या उनके लिए कहना चाहिए?
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि लोग यहाँ पे मुझे सपोर्ट किए हैं और इस चीज़ को उन्होंने समझा है कि ये जो मैनिफेस्टेशन है, बहुत लोग सोचते हैं कि ये फेक है। उन्होंने ये समझा है कि ये चीज़ कुछ होता है और लोग इससे पा सकते हैं, बहुत कुछ आगे जा सकते हैं, अबंडेंस पा सकते हैं, और वो चीज़ जो दुनिया में सबके लिए अवेलेबल है, वो सब कुछ मिल सकता है। तो ये सब मतलब लोगों को पहुंचाने के लिए ये सब चीज़ें हैं। और आज मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि लोग जो हैं ये चीज़ समझे हैं और इसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि टाइटल वेव ने मुझे ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है इस सब्जेक्ट को दुनिया तक पहुंचाने के लिए।
और किस तरह का सहयोग है आपके फैमिली मेम्बर और रिलेटिव भी?
जी, मैं बोलूँगी कि सबसे बड़ा सपोर्ट तो मेरे हस्बैंड का रहा है। उन्होंने, जब मैं बुक लिखती थी, मेरे बच्चों को, घर को संभालते थे, और मेरे बच्चे बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट रहे हैं कि जब मैं उस समय क्या होता है ना, जब राइटर्स जब ऑथर्स लिखते हैं तो थोड़ा सा भी बहुत डाइवर्जन हो जाता है। तो उन्होंने बहुत ही पेशेंस रखा है, ज़्यादा मम्मा नहीं करते थे। उन्होंने समझा कि हाँ मम्मा लिख रही है तो लेट हर राइट। तो उस समय मेरे हस्बैंड जो है, दोनों मम्मा और पापा का दोनों का ही रोल निभाया है। मेरे माँ बाप, मेरी मदर इन लॉ, इन लोगों ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया है मुझे मेरे इस जर्नी में। मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया है।
जिसे बात करें तो पावर ऑफ यू, मतलब इंग्लिश में, मैं भी हिंदी इसको ट्रांसलेट करेंगे
जी,
वो बुक आएगी?
वो मुझे लगता है 6 महीने में वो बुक आ जाना चाहिए स्टोर में।
और इसके अलावा और भी कुछ होते हैं, जैसे सिनेमा हो गया, कोई भी स्टोरी होती है, बट उसकी तक कोई भी मदर्स तो मतलब लोगों तक पहुँचा रहे हैं, ऐसा कोई है मतलब आपके?
जी, मैं इसको अपने YouTube चैनल के थ्रू पहुंचा रही हूँ लोगों के पास। बहुत सारा मैंने इंटरव्यू लिया है, लोगों को पहुंचाती हूँ, इसके क्लिपिंग्स निकालती हूँ, बात करती हूँ इसके बारे में, क्योंकि लोग समझें कि ये जो चीज़ है, जो मैनिफेस्टेशन है, ये लोगों तक पहुँच सकती है, उन लोग पे जा सकती है, और वो लोग प्रैक्टिस बस करना है। और प्रैक्टिस करना इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं, इट इज़ बहुत ही आसान है। बस ये चीज़ में एक चीज़ को याद रखना है कि जब आप मैनिफेस्टेशन प्रैक्टिस करते हो तो डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए। जहाँ डाउट आया वहाँ पे सारा मैनिफेस्टेशन खत्म हो जाता है।
कुछ कुछ कहना चाहेंगे मतलब जो ऑडियंस होंगी, जो पढ़ने वाले, जो मतलब नर्वस होंगे लाइफ में मोटिवेट करने के लिए?
जी, उनके लिए मैं यही बोलूँगी कि दुनिया में जो ये दुनिया है और ये यूनिवर्स है, उसमें इतना कुछ है और जो आप चाहते हैं वो आपको मिलना ज़रूर मिलेगा, लेकिन आपका वो पावर ऑफ थॉट बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है। आप किस तरह से अपने थॉट्स को यूज़ कर रहे हैं। कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, ये जो आपने बोला स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, वो यही सोच के जाते हैं मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता, मैं एग्ज़ाम में कुछ नहीं लिख पाऊँगा। और वो इस थॉट से अगर आप जाओगे ना तो आप सचमुच कुछ नहीं लिख पाओगे। आप वो पहले ही फेल कर चुके हो एग्ज़ाम में। अगर आपको कुछ करना है और कुछ ज़्यादा करना है अपने लाइफ में, तो ये चीज़ याद रखिए, अपना सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस और वो चीज़ कि येस आई कैन डू इट, उस स्टेप से और उस थॉट से हम आगे बढ़ेंगे तो हम क्या नहीं पा सकते हैं। अगर हम ये पॉसिबिलिटी बंद कर दें कि मुझे नहीं आता है तो सब चीज़ ख़त्म हो गया। लेकिन अगर ये पॉसिबिलिटी कि मुझे आता है और मैं कर लूँगा, मैं सोचता हूँ और मैं कर लूँगा, तो उससे वहाँ से शुरू होती है ये इसकी दुनिया, मैनिफेस्टेशन की दुनिया। अपने में विश्वास और अपने पे पावर, अपने दिमाग पे वो एक अंदरूनी शक्ति को एहसास करना और उसको पहचानना कि हम लोग में वो है पावर और हम लोग डायरेक्टली यूनिवर्स से कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। हमें इतना ज़्यादा ये सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अगर हम अपने आप को लिमिट करेंगे तो हमारा लिमिटेशंस बस बढ़ता ही जाएगा।
Once again, a very good evening and welcome to the official launch of Manifest Your Quest, The Power of You, authored by RASHI ROOP LAXMI. She is very versatile, talented and dynamic lady. So Rashi, it's an honor to have you with us. Rashi is a lady with many facets. She is TEDx speaker, an author, tarot reader, astrologer, life coach, a motivational speaker, a law of attraction coach, as well as manifestation and performance coach. And the list just goes on and on. Like we know everything about her, but then this is something which I could sum up. She has been facilitated by Shri Gopal Shetty, who is a member of parliament, for her meaningful contribution to the society at large. She has also been awarded with Leadership Excellence Award, India Glorious Achievers Award, Tiger Commemorate Award, Women Icons Award of 2022, and many others. She is lawyer by profession, but she has dived deep down into the passion to help humanity. She has touched many lives and changed many people to bring them happiness and to get happiness in their lives. She has been gifted with a deeply intuitive mind, understanding of human psyche, and she has armed herself with the power of different tools of knowledge like palmistry, angel therapy, Reiki, crystal therapy, Merlin, law of attraction, and manifestation. She is an expert at rewiring the brain in 3 dimensions, and these 3 dimensions are your mind, your body, and your energy. And it's very important to bring them together so that you achieve what you want. So she is here to tell us and to give us that magic key, so how we all can open the door of our dreams. Am I right, Rashi? She's also into yoga and believes that if we all meditate or everyone meditates, the world will be a much better place. There won't be, anyone to fight for. I think we should give this advice to Ukraine and Russia right now. They need it. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the most talented and the woman of substance, our powerhouse, Rashi Roop Lakshmi. Rashi, please come.
Thank you so much, everyone, for such wonderful words. Truly honored by such beautiful introduction. I somehow always thought that, being is something which was there, and which was there for me, though I never knew how will I do it. But this is a manifestation for me. This is something like manifest your quest. This is a manifestation, true manifestation for me. I am actually clueless. What am I going to speak to you about? But I am here for that. I believe that manifestation, what everyone says today, that कि क्या होता है? Is it fake? Does it happen? Does it not happen? This is what I want to tell you all, especially during the pandemic. Why did I write? I want to tell you why did I write this book actually. During the pandemic, since I'm a tarot reader, I'm an astrologer. अगर किसी को कोई problem होता है, unless until you have some severe dire problems at your end, you won't approach a tarot reader or an astrologer unless and until you are going through some problem. So the kind of questions, the kind of people who used to approach me during those times, and the kind of problems they were facing, it used to blow me away. And that actually triggered me to write this book. I thought that every one of us have that power in us, that power to manifest what we want out of life, can get to all those, state, because I truly believe that state is one of the most important things, your state of mind. And if you are in a good state of mind, manifestation happens automatically. And it can only happen if you feel that you are powerful, and you can bring out the inner power, if you can unleash your own potential. That can only happen when you are in a good state and you are able to harness your own power.
Absolutely right. So you will be giving us that magical key. You'll be
absolutely. The book is all about, and you won't believe it, guys, that I have actually got reviews on the book, that people have acknowledged me in their own book that this book is actually, a manifestation of my dreams. And this happened to me after I read Rashi's book, and this happened to me, that happened to me, and that was like, oh my God, this is the manifestation of my dreams. If someone have actually, felt empowered and impacted by my work, nothing is more, useful, or my work has actually been done.
Absolutely. This really, sounds as if you're giving a solution for everything.
It is, I believe that our inner power can give us everything is within us. The universe is within us. So we have the access, we just need to access it. Only if we feel that we do not have, all that, but we can access whatever we wish for.
Super. So on this note, can we see some visuals, Rashi? Yeah.
Yeah.
This visuals of the people who were here.
Incredible is one word I would say. The way you have step by step taken us through the procedure, what to do, how to manifest. I will not be able to conclude my thoughts on it because I have not concluded the book. But when I was going through the chapters, the first few pages, I knew I am reading a meticulously drafted version of the process. That is a 10 or 10 grade that I would give to anyone who's doing a well-planned lesson in the classroom, the way it should be drafted and given to the student. And I am sure I'm going to follow the steps. They're very important to meditate, to think, to give time to yourself. And beyond that, I'll hold myself till I complete the book, and I'll give you a detailed feedback. I'm absolutely in love with your book. Thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Thank you so much. And such wonderful words for my book.
And the parts that I spoke about, also the fact that you stressed upon finding your purpose, connecting with your purpose early on. And that is my journey. That is my journey. So my entire journey speaks about that. Is how I connected with my purpose early on. and that led me to, my whole book and my whole journey. So, my dance and my performances and meeting the people that I did. So, I'm really looking forward to reading more of your book, and I know that you will really touch people, because I've seen your TED talk also, with your TEDx, and I know that you speak very well.
Thank you so much. Truly humbled.
Yeah.
And here I want to bring one element from your book, Rashi's Manifesto Quest, when you said in your first chapter about finding the purpose. And it's not about what I have done or where I am. It is about where I am going, and it is about that particular point where you said that waking up in the morning happily and looking forward to what you do. That purpose, I'm still on my way to find that purpose. I'm happy where I am, but I want to be happier. I want to wake up stressless, I want stress-free, and I want to wake up to something which I always look forward to. This is not really happening to me always, but I'm still in that quest of finding that one purpose which will keep me going.
Absolutely. This is the book Rashi's written, The Power of You. And I like this. I even sent you a message, I remember, on WhatsApp after I read the book. It's a very practical to-do book, because every chapter you've given some exercise at the end of every chapter. And I think that's something that's very important. In times of today, all the chapters, the various headings that you've given, are actually the things people should do. Like chapter 7 has the heading, adopt the attribute of happiness. Well, yes, that's what people should do. Or chapter 6, which I like the most, which is the power of imagination, which is something that I have just spoken about. And you have written something which is really correct, and that is imagination is fun. We spoke about fun just now. So imagination is fun as you generate wonderful ideas in your head. It can help you view things differently beyond the limitation of your own beliefs. What we've just spoken about actually. It can help you to see things with a fresh perspective and look at any situation from different angles. It can help you in times of need by using powerful visions that motivate you to move forward when you are stranded or stuck. So this is exactly what I have been saying, right? But so what I'm saying is every chapter, Rashi, the heading is what the intention should be. So for me, that's how, I love this also, the chapter 2, I think, section 2 that you have, goal setting by action takers. Where you've given a lot of questions. And I think that's so wonderful because it helps people reflect, which is what books should do. And I think that's why this book is really a very, very nice book. It's every chapter, clarity, self-confidence, your headings are perfect. Because it just, when for me, I can open, I don't need to read this book from the first page to the last page exploring. I can just open any chapter and I can read it and it can give me something. So I suggest for people to buy this book, keep it at your bedside, and every day open one chapter. And do the exercise and you read about what's being written, because you've quoted so many famous people and the way that they manifested their quest, that it's really amazing. I mean, I don't know many things what people have said, but through your book, I came to know, Napoleon said this, and Tony said this, and so it was very nice, you can get all that wonderful quotes that people have said right here. So I would say buy the book, guys. Power of You by Rashi.
Thank you so much.
Definitely found you dumbfounded.
I don't want to say something that sounds like a rehearsed answer. it's very difficult to find the courage one needs to find in themselves to actually visualize their life, you know, because of this habit that we as people or humans have, which is to look for comfort or look for comfort. And to step out of our comfort zone, we have to challenge ourselves, and that is something which is extremely difficult to do. It requires a lot of courage, and there is a lot of fear around us. There are a lot of people around us that say, "What if this happens?" That whole concept of what if it doesn't happen? What if this something else happens? And what I like about your book is that it works. It tries to help people understand that fear can be dealt with. That doubt can be there. You can have it in front of you. And how do you still work with it? How do you prevent yourself from falling prey to the doubt? And actually, that same thing that we talked about, having those small goals, you know, taking that one step at a time. It's just like, I'm going to take that one step and see how it, I have that big goal in my mind, and there is all the doubt and all the what if and all the fear is associated with that big goal. But meanwhile, here's a small thing that I can do that, you know, it's very comfortable. And how do you build that courage? So I think that's one thing that I discovered in the book is that it helps people to work in the direction of finding their courage. And how many people find it? I'm sure your viewers and your readers will understand. But that's the one thing that we don't get to know in life. How do we find our way through courage? Everyone expects courage to suddenly manifest itself. Everyone thinks courage एकदम से ऐसे आ जाएगा. नहीं. It takes a long time. It takes, like the word we used, it needs persistence. You know, courage is a habit. Courage is a practice. It is not something that will. It's not a fart that will suddenly appear. It's not a dream that will suddenly appear. It's something that you have to work at every day, and that's something that you will create.
Thank you so much, Naveen. Such wonderful words on my book.
पूरा अच्छे से पढ़ा था वापस आई थैंक द होल बुक एंड आई मस्ट टेल यू एवरी पेज ऑफ इट इज वेरी इंस्पायरिंग तो जो चीज़ें मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको प्रॉपर्ली डॉक्यूमेंट फॉर्मेट में आपने उसको लिखा है और एनीवन हु रीड्स दैट बुक विल डेफिनेटली फाइंड आंसर इन व्हाटएवर डिलेमा ही फेसेस आई एम वेरी श्योर about it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If that is your review about my book, I'm really grateful for that.
I'm really very impressed and I'm really telling you जो भी पढ़ेंगे उसको with the dilemmas they have in mind and they want to be successful has all the answers and the ways through which you can achieve success.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely brilliant. The entire story about believing in yourself, especially the power of manifestation thinking and bringing it together was powerful. I think what I loved most was that it is just not about knowledge. You've left the book a lot of important questions to reflect upon after most of the larger chapters, right? I think that's where magic happened. I was able to connect to, and my understanding of manifestation became better because I just went through that book, right? There were moments where you've taken such wonderful and powerful quotes from the people who have changed the world and inspired the world. And you had a story of your own and a connect there. Absolutely brilliant, must read. This is in fact, I keep my top 10 right in front of myself because whenever I'm in a difficult situation, I know which one should I refer, and something connects back saying that, hey, this book actually gave me some perspective and answer on what needs to be done. And there are about 12 of your my top favorite always stay here. They keep on evolving and changing with time and what comes into my favorite list. But I have this which is here.
But I read your book within yesterday night, that's what you said today. And that speaks of the book in itself, that a person like me who does not read much was able to
read it out in one go, which is not happen, doesn't happen to me very often, being very frank about it. But it's about the way you've written it. It's about, it addresses negativity in a positive manner. Right? It addresses shortcomings in a very creative manner. I think what I love is the tasks you've given at the end of every chapter, which put things in perspective. You do this, then you will be able to overcome this. Right? That is what I said. It was very positive in manner. I think some of the examples that you've given, whether it's from Neo, Matrix to Donald Bradman, are very relatable. I think all your, even you did mention the Wolf of Wall Street, which is our lives practically. So you mentioned, you picked up great examples from across different facets in life. You mentioned Navrat Nova. The way you related to time and Neo was something which I actually stood up and related very immediately. It's not that he'd stopped time, but he'd risen up above time, which is something which can happen. When the bullets flew, it was a eureka moment for all us, movie addicts. It cannot get better than that particular scene, but the way you put it in perspective of life is something fantastic. But I think for me, that one line which you mentioned, that your life is a printout of your subconscious behavior, is it cannot get bigger than that, because life is about your inner self and how you portray your external self. Correct me if I'm wrong in what I'm saying. Typically, there is a gap between what you are inside and what you are outside. You are most peaceful when you bridge that gap. It is very difficult to bridge that gap because there are biases, there are complexes which you mentioned in your book. But I am trying to bridge that gap, and that is why I related. And when I was young, this gap was about. Trust me, when I was young, I was an introvert. I'm still very bad at getting new people down. I'm very bad at it. But I've been able to hide that on the external side in my life. But the person who is most peaceful is the one who is his subconscious with his external side. But it's how you train your subconscious, how you put pressure. The book I was mentioning earlier was a book by Nick Murray. He writes brilliantly on financial markets and for people. And he taught me how to practice balance, how to keep your mind open. It's all about the subconscious side. And what you've written about it is fantastic. I would recommend. It's a life-changing book, is what I can say.
This is the review that I'm going to take of this line, the life-changing book, if you don't mind. At the back.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Avi Arya from Internet Moguls, and I'm making this short video for Roop. So she's been part of our community, Internet Moguls, for a long time, and she wrote this book which she gifted to me at an event that we met at. I traveled with the book from India to Canada. I had a chance to go through the book, and I believe that here is someone who is making a sincere effort to help you with her spiritual beliefs and practices. I urge all of you people to check out the book and speak to Roop and see what she's got to offer. I have a very strong feeling that you will connect with her and her work will benefit you. Thank you, Roop, for putting out amazing work in the world. I'm very sure that this book will have multiple versions coming out very soon. I wish you all the best in your evolution and that of your students. Thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing all of you people sometime very soon. Bye for now.
आज जिस शख्सियत के बारे में कहने के लिए मुझे कहा गया है, मुझे लगता है कि मैंने जीवन में शायद ही ऐसी किसी शख्सियत के बारे में कुछ कहा हो। कोई ऐसा क्षेत्र नहीं लगता जहाँ पे ये अधूरी है। सारे क्षेत्रों में इन्होंने काम किया है। इन्हें हम टेड स्पीकर कहें, लेखक कहें, टैरो रीडर कहें, ज्योतिषी कहें, लाइफ कोच कहें, या अपनी अभिव्यक्ति को प्रदर्शित करने के तरीके बताने वाली मोटिवेटर कहें, मुझे समझ नहीं आता। मुझे लगता है कि कोई भी ऐसा आयाम नहीं है जिसे ये अछूती है। हाँ, मेरा इशारा आपने जो नाम बताया उन्हीं की ओर है। मैं बड़े आदर और सम्मान के साथ यह नाम लेना चाहूँगा, राशि रूप लक्ष्मी जी का। इनकी एक बुक है, एक किताब है जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लेवल पर सम्मानित है। ये बुक है मैनिफेस्ट योर बेस्ट द पावर ऑफ। इस किताब के माध्यम से हम विश्वास अपने आप में ला पाते हैं। और मैं बताऊं कि यह पुस्तक विश्वास के साथ कदम से कदम मिलाकर हमें से प्रत्येक की क्षमता को जानने, समझने और अवलंबन करने के बारे में आपके असाधारण को, जो आपके असाधारण गुण है, उसको बाहर लाने में शक्तिशाली गुण है। मैं आपको बताऊं और जानकर बहुत आश्चर्य होगा कि आज तक कि जो कप्तान संपादक है समीप राजगुरु ने भी इस प्रशंसा की है। और यह बुक इतनी महत्वपूर्ण हुई और इतनी प्रशंसित हुई कि शायद ही कोई भौगोलिक क्षेत्र है भारत और भारत के बाहर। मैं आपको यह भी बताता चलूं कि इन्होंने यानी कि राशि मैम ने कई अवार्ड, कई पुरस्कार जीते हैं, पाया है, जिसमें इन्हें लीडरशिप एक्सीलेंस अवार्ड, इंडियन ग्लोरियस अचीवमेंट अवार्ड और अन्य और भी कई सम्मानित इन्हें पुरस्कार मिल चुके हैं। मैं आपको बताऊं कि इनका जो पालन पोषण हुआ एक आध्यात्मिक परिवार में हुआ, इसलिए इनको अध्यात्म की ओर लगाव हमेशा था। और इसी लगाव के कारण जब इन्होंने गुरुकुल में अपने को दीक्षित किया, उसी के साथ ये नृत्य की ओर भी बढ़ा। और आप सब जानते हैं कि नृत्य में उन्हीं की दिलचस्पी ज्यादा होती है जो लोग अध्यात्म की ओर अग्रसर होते हैं। और जो नृत्य में ये डूब जाती थी, उससे इन्होंने सीखा कि कैसे हम इंसानों के मन तक डूब सकते हैं, उनकी अंतर्भावना को कैसे समझते हैं। और इस अंतर्भावना को समझने की जो कला इनकी है, इस कला से इन्होंने लगभग 10,000 लोगों को उनके प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट आउट करते हुए उन्हें एक नई दिशा देने का काम इन्होंने किया, जिसमें कई युवा हैं, कई वयस्क हैं, कॉर्पोरेट के लोग हैं, जिनको इन्होंने अच्छी तरह से जीवन जीने की कला बताई है। क्योंकि इनके भीतर एक ऐसी कला है जिससे कि मानव या जो इंसान है उनके भीतर की बातों को समझ पाए, क्योंकि ये गहराइयों से डूब जाते हैं इसके साथ। मैं आपको एक बात और भी बताता चलूं, ये बहुत ही अच्छी यूट्यूबर है और इनके बहुत ही प्रेरक वीडियो यूट्यूब पे आते हैं, जिन्हें हम देखते हैं, सुनते हैं, समझते भी हैं। और जिस यूट्यूब पर इन्होंने कई महान व्यक्तियों की इन्होंने इंटरव्यू लिया है, जिस इंटरव्यू से ये भी प्रेरित होती है और हम सबको भी प्रेरित करती है। मैं आपको बताते चलूं कि पिछले 14 वर्षों से लाइफ कोच तो है ही, प्रसिद्ध टैरो रीडर तो है ही, और इंसानों के लिए, बड़े बड़े लोगों के लिए, बड़े बड़े कॉर्पोरेट जगत के लोगों के लिए एक सलाहकार भी। और मैं आपको यह भी बताता चलूँ कि इनकी जो आगे की इच्छा है, मैं थोड़ा सा ही समझ लूंगा कि इतना बड़ा इनका पोर्टफोलियो है कि मैं कहूँ तो शायद 1 घंटे भी कम पड़ जाएंगे। इनकी इच्छा यही है कि मैं लोगों की, यानी जो मानव उनके अंतर्मन को पढ़कर मैं उनकी जो समस्याएं हैं, जो उनके भीतर की समस्याओं को जानकर उनके चेहरे पर खुशियां ला सकूं। तो आइए बिहार की बेटी जो कि भारत की मूल निवासी है, आज मुंबई से जुड़ रही है, मैं उन्हें बड़े आदर के साथ उनका अभिनंदन करता हूँ।
Really commendable. How do you feel, Rashi? So many people you have touched their lives, and these are all CEOs and IPS officers, and they already have reached somewhere in the life, and they are appreciating your work. कैसे लगता है आपको?
Actually, this has validated that I am on the right path. It actually gives me the courage and confidence to go further. Yes, I am on the right path, and yes, I am doing the right thing.
This is what you wanted to do.
Right, correct.
Bring change in people's life.
Absolutely, touching the lives of the people, making an impact, bringing them out of their, the negative state of mind, pulling them up, uplifting them into where they want to be and manifest their quest in their lives.
This is so amazing. On this note, we have few very close friends of Rashi who has worked with her. I would request, am I right? I would request Anupama Kumar to join us on the dais, please. Anupama is a journalist, researcher, writer, almost 16 years of experience as a reporter and an anchor. Have worked with top channels of India, Aaj Tak and ABP News. She has covered from 26/11 terrorist attack to the Filmfare Awards. As an entertainment news reporter, she has interviewed lot of celebrities from Amitabh Bachchan to Salman Khan, and now it's Rashi.
Okay,
So,
I'm sorry, I'll interrupt you between you. Should ideally call my husband.
Nilesh?
Yes.
Nilesh, please come because Vivek, please come.
No. I think no. Actually, we are talking about the people who are close to Rashi, so you should call
The one who motivated, the one who is always there for her. Yes, Vivek.
I come later.
So I've been already introduced, right? May I sit, right?
Yes.
So I've been introduced. You very well know I'm the better half. So I'm here to speak good things, to survive. So that's the first thing I'd like to note. But let's understand, many of you would have read the book and many of you wouldn't have read the book. But let's understand the journey that she undertook and what change she has brought. Because the change starts with you and the change starts at home. The word quest and the word manifest, it is very closely associated with, as you try to find the quest and then you manifest, and then what happens is you procrastinate. There's a next thing which is very close to everyone, because you do not have that mindset to pursue your own dreams. And why don't you pursue your own dreams? Because that belief system somehow is taken away. Why is it taken away? Because someone in your childhood, someone during as you grew up, validated it to be wrong, validated it to be somewhere on the side that you're inferior. So that part actually sets you apart in the belief system on a negative side. So what she did was that when she started writing the book, as Swaroop had mentioned one word, I don't know if you guys actually paid that heed to that, is bridging the gap between your interior self and your exterior self. So that was the first step that she took as far as bridging the gap is concerned, and that's when she started writing. Very few people, I don't know if you watched her TEDx speech, very few people would have that courage to speak on what she has spoken. I don't know if you guys, I don't see many heads, So, child molestation is something which very few people will have that courage to speak up on. So that was the first change that she brought in herself, Trying to manifest, she always wanted to speak on forum, and she did. And she spoke on something which very few people had that courage. Now, during those times, I run a software company. So during those times in COVID, things were not all that good. And so, we all are very comfortable. It's been 15, 17 years since we were doing the business. So you don't want to come out of the comfort zone because it is working, right? You're doing it in a particular way. All of us desire different results by doing the same thing, unfortunately. So that comfort zone, that was the first change that we brought at home, and she brought it to us. To believe that, at the age of 47, still you can think of something new. Sanjeev is here, is my partner. He's smiling away. So you can think of something new. That's when we started another company by the name of Unlearn. Thanks to her, that she got me out of that comfort zone. So it's very important that, people write books, people talk about things, but very few people are exemplary to start at home. So I think I've said enough to be safe at home now. Thank you so much, guys. It's been wonderful here.
Thank you so much.
You want me to start?
Yeah, I would like to invite Veer Saxena, who's also, please Veer. Veer is a speaker, a mindset coach, and a film producer. Have transformed more than 35,000 lives in the last couple of years in more than 15 plus countries. His mission is to raise people's spirits and end human suffering on the planet by radically transforming their minds. Wow. Recently, he has produced a film titled Goldfish, which was screened at Cannes Festival in May. Congratulations, Veer, for that. I would also request Mr. Anil Rathi to join us on dais. Anil has over 25 years of experience in the corporate world. He's a part of the leadership team of a larger corporate house and has handled large teams. Hence, understanding human psychology is second nature to him. He loves to read and write and also has penned a few hilarious blogs. So we would definitely like to hear something, Anil. He is in the midst of completing a maiden book, something he hopes will resonate with those in corporate life as well as professionals. He wants to be remembered as a good human being who tried to make a difference to all around him. You're at the right place, Anil. We can start with the... You want to read something or you'll...
So, I would request Veer, if you can let us know what was it that you really loved about the book. And I'm starting with him because he's my mentor and has really helped me during my own troubled times. So, though he might look young, but he is really quite a wise person.
I would like to intervene here. He's sorted in life. The one person at that age I have met is actually sorted.
Okay, just let me speak something before we all get into some serious talking about manifestation. So, host, where is Harry? I think you'll be asking everyone to sing few lines, sing some motivational song and some quote or some shairi, something like that.
I really won't mind. We have fabulous singers, I'm sure, over here.
Yes.
And whoever sings or whoever acts, Veer is going to launch that personality in his next one. And that's a very good what you offer. Just imagine.
बाद में ये ना बोले लोग कि याद नहीं आ रहा, so better be prepared.
Yeah.
And think about your favorite song, if at all you have any.
Since
I think everybody has.
Since we have such potential, such powerful people over here, let's.
Anybody is taking the stage?
Oh, yeah.
So you want to
I think beautiful singers.
Yeah.
No, okay, first.
Sure. Firstly, thank you so much. You're too kind, Rashi. Thank you so much. I happen to know Rashi in 2020, to be precise, through a friend. And since 3.5-4 years, I've been into coaching. I'm a coach myself. I'm a speaker. Before that, I had a background in films. I've also acted in a film. I've produced a film. And then life took a complete U-turn in between, and I went through a dark phase. And that is when I started in 2017, 2018 to go on this inner quest of finding my own self. And I suddenly stopped films completely. And my dad was like, "You've lost it completely." I studied in London, I came back, I wanted to get into films completely. And suddenly I was into coaching. And I went for a seminar. And in that process, the biggest thing that I realized was, we've been conditioned a certain way. And unless you change that conditioning, we don't get the things that we really aspire for in our life. And this conditioning is worldwide. Okay, and I didn't understand all of this initially. But as and when I went deeper, a lot of things for me changed personally. My mindset changed, my anxiety went away, my stress levels reduced. Why I couldn't do one thing, I started doing 5 things together. And I was like, why don't people know something like this? And that's when I started this journey of, I made it a mission that I want to take this to people out there. I want to show them this reality, this other side of life which people have never experienced. And on that journey, I met somebody who happened to be her friend, and she told me to connect. She told her to connect with me, and we connected. And she shared a lot of her personal things with me. This was in in the midst of the pandemic itself in 2020, and she's also cried on the phone. And we went through like crazy transformations just on the phone itself. And she shared some really personal things with me. And I was like, this woman has a lot of power, which, you know, it's been dormant. And that's also the perception I had about everybody. You know, I started seeing the security guy of my building, I started seeing a rickshawala, I started seeing everybody has potential, but everybody has a lot of fear, which is dormant. And they don't know that high state. And like, I didn't know my high state. And when she came to me and we were just talking a lot of things, we were going through the process. And she said, Veer, how will this happen? You know, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling, she's crying about certain things. And I said, it will happen. And you will do it. I'm just a mediator, I'm just a messenger. And that's when people actually change. And she had this dream of writing a book. And at that point, I like first go through the process, book will happen. But she said, no, I really want to do this, I really want to do this. And in that journey, she let go a lot of her things that were holding her back. And she manifested this book, this journey that you see in front of you guys. And it wasn't easy. Because I remember in the midst of the pandemic when people were having fun, they were watching Netflix, they were chilling. And I was talking to her. She was managing her kids, she was making food like everybody, every one of us were probably making, but the maids were not coming, the societies weren't allowing and all of that. And in the midst of all of that, she started writing this book. And I'm like, how's she doing this? She's managing house, she's managing her husband, she's managing the kids, she's crying on the phone, and she's writing the book. And that's what the thing is, you know, the power of you. She tapped the side of her which she never thought that even existed. And that's when, you know, when I read your book and it said, if you know yourself, you can win any battles there are. So I think that is the crux of everything is, people don't know who they are. You have an idea of who you are, believe me, but to the levels of, you know, like Vivek said, we started this new company. Unless if she would have said that, it would never have happened. So people underestimate what they can do because no outside influence has ever told you this is the highest version that you can go to. And luckily she saw that in her and she is here. So congratulations, Rashi. I'm so proud of you and it's an honor. Thank you so much for having me here. And yeah, I think you're going to conquer the world. You've just started your journey and you're a very good soul. You impacted so many lives and thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
Anil, I would like to know the part that you found really interesting in the book. And what is it that really impacted you about the book?
Yeah, hi.
So first and foremost, congrats Rashi. It's always a dream to do something like this and I've been trying to do this dream myself and haven't yet succeeded. Okay, Hindi, English mix, okay, that's the way I am. So, I want undivided attention.
The beautiful lady.
Yeah, अच्छा, तो ये बुक के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं लेकिन उसके पहले मैं कुछ और बात करना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है? अब एक स्टोरी बोलना चाहता हूँ, आपको सबको स्टोरी पसंद है? हाँ या नहीं?
Especially if it is love story.
Any story. You're safe, your wife.
Yeah, sometimes you know, even Dracula finds even murders to be a love story. So love is relative. The more love, the better. अच्छा, okay, coming to मेरा story. मेरा नहीं है, एक्चुअली आप लोगों के लिए क्वेश्चन है। एक 15 साल की लड़की है या लड़का, जो भी समझ लो, 15 साल ओलंपिक्स में जाता है और एक बहुत ही बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस देता है। इतना बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस दिया, सब लोग तालियां बजाते हैं, लेकिन जब स्कोर बोर्ड पे स्कोर दिखता है तो वो है 0.00। अब सोचिए उसको 0.00 क्यों मिला होगा। तो ये मैं सवाल आप लोगों से कर रहा हूं। सो आई वांट रिस्पॉन्सेस ऑडियंस से। नो, कुछ तो गैस करना पड़ेगा।
Disqualified due to some wrong
action. Good.
So he might have been praised for his courage, for participation and all.
Encouragement for participation. You want to say something?
He wants you to say something.
Yeah, Madhu.
Actually, मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए चली गई थी।
He wants you to repeat the question.
तो एक 15 साल का लड़का या लड़की, जो भी बोलना है आपको पसंद है, ओके, वो ओलंपिक्स में गया या गई, बहुत बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस दिया। जब बोर्ड पे स्कोर देखा तो 0.00 था। तो आप सवाल है आप लोगों के लिए ये है कि उसको 0.00 का स्कोर क्यों मिला?
She never went. She shot dream pass. She never went there.
Same copy, same as above. Yeah.
She was too good to be compared.
Because of some unethical,
Unethical drugs.
हाँ, कुछ ड्रग्स वगैरह।
ड्रग्स वगैरह तो सही है।
ये हो सकता है।
लेकिन ड्रग्स का तो टेस्ट रिजल्ट के बाद में होता है ना, तो पहले कैसे पता चल गया? और मोटिवेशन के लिए 0 का स्कोर देना थोड़ा अजीब लगता है। चलो इसको थोड़ा सा और कॉम्प्लिकेट करता हूं। ये रियल लाइफ स्टोरी है।
कॉन्फिडेंस या
मैं ये बोल रहा हूं, ये रियल लाइफ स्टोरी है। अब क्या कहना चाहोगे? परफेक्ट। ये स्टोरी है नादिया कोमानीज की। शी इज द फर्स्ट पर्सन जिसने परफेक्ट 10 स्कोर किया था ओलंपिक्स में। स्कोर बोर्ड का डिजाइनर ने स्कोर के लिए 1 डेसिमल प्लेस, 1 डिजिट डेसिमल प्लेस, 2 डेसिमल प्लेस बनाए थे। तो उस पे स्कोर 10.00 दिख ही नहीं सकता था। उसको मिला था 10, इसलिए दिखा 0.00। रियल स्टोरी। ओके, ये स्टोरी मैंने क्यों बताई यहां पर? क्योंकि एक स्कोर बोर्ड वाले ने डिसाइड किया कि एक एथलीट क्या सोचे, किस तरह परफॉर्मेंस देगा, और सारे एथलीट उसी तरह परफॉर्मेंस देते रहे। सब लोग 9.95 के ऊपर स्कोर ही नहीं कर पाए। जब नादिया ने पहली बार ये 10 का स्कोर किया, तब उसने वो बैरियर ब्रेक किया। उसके बाद से सारे ओलंपिक्स में बोर्ड्स के स्कोर 10.0000 तक जाने लगे। सो ये स्टोरी का यहाँ पे क्या रेलेवेंस है, मैं यही बताना चाहता हूँ। एक ह्यूमन माइंड का पावर है जो कुछ भी अचीव कर सकता है। किसी ने एक बाउंड्री खींच ली बाहर से कि 9.95 एक्सीड नहीं कर सकते हो, बस वो बाउंड्री बन गई, किसी एथलीट ने अचीव नहीं किया। और जब 10 का बैरियर ब्रीच हुआ, उसके बाद में कईयों ने 10 का स्कोर किया। सेम एग्जाम्पल राशि ने इस बुक में भी दिया हुआ है। इसकी भी सेम स्टोरी रही है। रॉजर बैनिस्टर ने भी पहले सारे साइंटिस्ट ने वर्ल्ड वाइड बोला था कि कोई भी 4 मिनट के अंदर 1 माइल दौड़ नहीं सकता, तो कोई दौड़ ही नहीं पाया। और रॉजर बैनिस्टर ने जब इस रिकॉर्ड को ब्रेक किया 1954 आई थिंक, उसने ब्रेक किया। उसके बाद में 1 साल में लगभग 30 या 40 बार ये रिकॉर्ड बार ब्रेक हुआ, क्योंकि हर बार हम सोचते हैं ये हमारा लिमिटेशन है और हम उसके बाहर काम नहीं कर सकते। तो आई थिंक राशि का ये बुक जो है इज ट्राइंग टू हेल्प अस विद दैट। तो मैं मैं एक्चुअली इसे अच्छी तरह से मैं रेजोनेट करता हूँ इस बुक के साथ में, मेरी भी यही बिलीफ है और मैं ये भी जानता हूँ कि मेरे बहुत सारे लिमिटेशंस हैं, सो मुझे भी ओवरकम करने हैं ताकि मैं भी अपने आप को मैनिफेस्ट कर सकूँ. बट फॉर मी आई थिंक ये बुक एक रिमाइंडर है कि इतनी सारी चीज़ें जो हम सोचते हैं हम नहीं करते और करना चाहिए, हम अपने आप को रोकते हैं, सो रोकना नहीं चाहिए. एंड आई थिंक दैट इज वन टेक अवे आई एम लीविंग विद दिस बुक विद. सो थैंक यू राशि एंड थैंक यू
so much. I would like to invite and welcome Mr. Anil Jaswani to be on dais, please. We can put one more chair. Nancy, we need one more chair. Anil Jaswani is currently a Deputy General Manager of Operations of Air India, having worked with brand for more than 19 years. He has experience with operating 3 plane models and styles. Moreover, managing the company, he is credited with handling and operating a large pool of clients and employees. As a mentor, he can offer guidance concerning time management, leadership, and director skills. Welcome, Anil Jaswani. We can continue.
Thanks. Thank you very much. This book.
Yeah, this book, I would like to know.
Of you. This book actually tells me to continue dreaming, irrespective of the fact that whatever little bit has been said or whatever has been said about me, I would still like to continue dreaming, because it is your dreams which make you move ahead in life. It is your dreams which make you achieve something. Until and unless you dream, until and unless you start thinking about what do you want in life, where would you go?
And I would like to share with you all that Anil is one person who has literally manifested what he basically wanted, as a child. Every day, while the airplane, he told me
she's
the
not
story.
talking about me. I'm also Anil.
So why don't you, Anil, please relate that story that you were telling, and it was so exciting to know that he's a manifester himself.
The story goes that I was born in a small town called Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and we used to stay in a place called Kirwai Nagar Reserve Bank Colony. And we had a parapet to the house attached, and I used to just sit on the parapet and hear the aircraft. The Kanpur had a HAL factory which had the Jaguars servicing industry was there. So Jags used to fly, and we just used to hear the voice of this aircraft flying. And I used to look in the sky, and I used to just keep on hunting for that aircraft, for the glimpse of that aircraft, which I could never see. So probably that noise was so strong and had made such a deep impact in my mind that somehow or the other I started manifesting that करेंगे तो anything यही करेंगे, नहीं तो फिर और क्या है. So from there it started, and it continued on. And today here I am. This is simply put.
So what is it with respect to my book, a particular chapter, something that you really,
No chapter. This book just encourages everybody to dream. Please continue dreaming. Please keep dreaming so that you are able to manifest your dreams. You are able to achieve something. You are able to achieve what you are actually craving for. See, a subconscious mind plays a very important role in our life. We don't realize the fact that what I am sitting and talking towards you, I am talking to you as a conscious mind. But once I am asleep, my conscious mind takes a break. It's basically my subconscious which takes a break. And there is where your dreams come from. There's where it comes on. What do you want to be? What do you want in life? And that's where this book encourages everyone to continue dreaming, to continue being where you, what do you want to be.
Now, I would like Anupama, who has been with Aaj Tak for many years and have been in the top rung, doing what she has loved doing. She wanted.
Yes, I love talking, लेकिन मैं बहुत ज़्यादा time यहाँ नहीं लूँगी because I think there are many more people sitting here. I think you should ask them also because most of them have read their book or whosoever has read your book. So you should ask each of them. So Rashi and I, we are childhood friends and we know each other's deepest, darkest secrets. So I remember the time, like almost 2 years back, 2020. She called me that I'm coming to meet you. और lockdown बस खत्म भी नहीं हुआ था exactly. So she came to me and we were sitting in our hall and then she told me that let's go to the garden and sit there. So I could figure out from her face that something is not right, and I think it was almost 6 months since we met, and then we sat in the garden, and then she spoke about a lot of things, and after a few days after that she told me that she is writing that book, and when she wrote that book, most of us, like all the classmates and everybody, we all ordered her book and we read it. Like it really took me long to read, but then when I read it, then I told her कि ये तुमसे expect नहीं किया था कि तुम इतना अच्छा लिखोगी. And I told her very honestly कि सचमुच मतलब तुम इतना अच्छा लिख सकती हो. नहीं, अच्छा लिख सकती हो मतलब ये content जो है book का. Because I always thought that she could write, because all of us could write. We come from a place called Bhagalpur, which is in Bihar, and we think that we are born writers. Because आपने अगर शरद चंद्र सुना है, so he was from Bhagalpur, Devdas, and then Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, if you have heard, or if you have heard about Tagore's, he wrote some part of Gitanjali there. So all the people who belong to Bhagalpur, they think they are very good writers. So I always thought that she could write very well, and she's a very good speaker as well. But then ये manifestation के बारे में इतना अच्छा लिख सकती है, वो कभी सोचा नहीं था. And when I read her book, I told her that when I was reading that, I was thinking ये तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ है, ये तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. And I could completely relate to her book. And even I told her that I don't remember, like it was almost 5-6 years back that I read a book, और उसके बाद फिर इसका book पढ़ा, and I have even underlined. ये इसने बोला कि यहाँ की कॉपी ले लो. So I told her I have brought my own copy which I read 1 year back, because while reading it I have underlined it. तो Rashi, अब इसकी क्या तारीफ करूँ मैं, but yeah, she has done a very good job, and I was really surprised when I read this book. So let everybody speak, and then maybe we can read out some important lines from your book, and also ask some people. She has written a lot about past, how past affects us. I think सब लोग agree करेंगे इससे, हैं कि the memories of the past, it is very counterproductive at times. So if people here are ready, I would like some of you to speak about how it is productive and how it is counterproductive. So you can start with people, and maybe we can sit there, we can call the rest of them, people who have actually read this book.
Anyone from the audience who has read? Anisha?
We can take the mic, in fact.
Yes, actually, this is the right way.
We can take the mic with them. Get them out over here, that's a better thing.
Join. Rashi's been a very dear friend. We met her through a common friend, and totally go by her book. When she talks about manifestation, whatever she's written, I think in the past few days I've followed whatever is there in the book, and I feel it's magical. When you do these things, when you start believing. I've done a lot what she's written in the book, and it feels as though you're living your life completely. There is some matter in your life. You're living for something. You're living for a goal. You're living for achieving something. That is what I feel. And your life has a perspective. Whenever I listen to whatever she talks, whenever she speaks, the positivity that surrounds us, the toxicity that goes away from our life is so relevant in her book. And I think it becomes so pertinent for every one of us to follow this today. because each one of us has so much of a stress in our life today, you know, whether it's a kid or whether we as adults, as you know, even senior people, there's so much of stress around it. So I think I totally go by her book, and there's lots to learn and lots to abide by in our day-to-day lives. That's all that I'd like to say. Thank you so much.
Good to hear that you're actually following it. That's great. That's great.
Ankush, I request you also to please join us.
I did the same thing what she said.
Maybe I like this habit, you know, copy paste.
Copy paste, yeah.
So we have Shan here. Shan, what do you think of my book?
So, I'm gonna take a bit of a different approach and answer this in a holistic manner. So, hello everyone. Growing up, Rashi was always Rashi mommy for me, actually. And I couldn't have imagined that I would ever be here in this store, thousands of miles away from my house, to witness the manifestation of Rashi, the author, at her very own book signing. Yet here I am speaking to all of you. And that's reflective of who Rashi is and what she does. She takes what you could only imagine and turns it into reality. And that unique power has always been there. I witnessed it as a kid, and I continue to see it even today. She has the ability to analyze people's minds, connect with them at an intimate level, and help them with what they might otherwise feel is keeping them stuck in place. She helps people capture the life that they can only imagine. Now, I only recently got the opportunity to read this book, and after reading it, I have to say that you've done a remarkable job taking your personal power and applying it to something that anyone can access at any time. It truly feels as if she's there guiding you, showing you how you can do more than just imagine, showing you how you can manifest your quest and accomplish a life of happiness. If you guys go through, we've been talking about past memories, about our past experiences. She goes through step by step as if she's talking to you, talking about how your past can impact your future and how you can handle those emotions. So I'm incredibly proud of what you've accomplished, and I'm honored to speak on your behalf. But I'm also sure that those words will be meaningful not just to you, to many other people, and for many other books as well.
This is on public demand, so don't.
Not public demand. Yeah, everyone has said everything, means nothing more to say. I just to add something more. I'm a techie, so I would be thankful to her that she gave us that opportunity to think twice, that life is not bored anymore, and you think something beyond your imaginations and something can happen, and it does happen. And as a guy, I think sometimes your negative past encourages you to do something more. Because as a kid, I was a bit spoiled kid, so I never used to dream that I can run a company, but I'm doing so, and which at that point of time would have been a nightmare to think of something that I can run a tech company. But thanks Rashi, that you really made us feel that we can do something, and we have done something, we have started something that's really appreciative and really hard work of you. Thank you so much, Rashi.
I think we should start that book reading session. And ask anyone else?
So there are certain parts of the book which I have felt is very important, and I have marked it up to share with you. Why did I write the book? Yeah. So, and I wanted to tell you all that this book, many people have told me that this book is not that this book should come in Hindi as well, and that's why Ma is now translating this book, and she is she has halfway through this book, and she's on her way to translate. So few words on this, since she has read it, she's translating it. So I think she's much more into manifestation than I am.
ऐसी शाम जिसकी मैंने कभी कल्पना भी नहीं की थी। राशि मेरी बहू है और इसमें से जितने लोग बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ, उन सब की मैं माँ हूँ और सब मुझसे परिचित हैं और सारे इस अवसर पे आए हैं, आमंत्रित इसने किया है, लेकिन आपने इसका मनोबल कितना बढ़ाया है यहाँ आकर। और मुझ जैसे मतलब मैं इतनी अभी लाचार हो गई थी, फिर भी जो इसने किताब में लिखा है उसका सबसे पहला तो मुझे लगा दिया उस लाइन में कि माँ आप इस बुक को अगर पढ़ी हैं तो उसका कुछ भी तो करिए लाइफ में, ऐसे खड़े होइए जो कोई ना खड़ा हो सका, इस तरह आपको करना है। और इसके उस मतलब इस प्रेरणा से मैं कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँची। आज मैंने कहा कि ठीक है, इसने कहा कि नहीं पब्लिक डिमांड है कि इसको आप मतलब हिंदी में लोग पढ़ना चाहते हैं। मैंने कहा ठीक है, बोलिए आप पढ़ के देखिए, उसके बाद इसका ट्रांसलेशन कीजिए, लोगों तक पहुंचेगा तो लोगों को पता भी चलेगा कि मैंने जो लोग नहीं इंग्लिश पढ़ सकते हैं उन लोगों के लिए कितना बड़ा ये अनुभव होगा कि सचमुच क्या करना चाहिए और किससे कहाँ तक पहुंच सकते हैं। तो ये मनोबल का है, सारा खेल जो है ये मेंटल है, मानसिक तौर पे सारे खेल हैं। हम सोचते हैं कि हमें 4 बजे उठना है तो घड़ी की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो खुद ब खुद उठ जाता है व्यक्ति। तो आदमी जिस तरह से आप सोचोगे तो उसको कार्य में लाने के लिए, कार्यान्वित करने के लिए व्यक्ति को एक एनकरेजमेंट होना चाहिए। ये किताब जो है उसकी प्रतिलिपि है हमारे सोच की, हमारे आगे बढ़ने की, हमारी प्रेरणा की, हर चीज के लिए किताब ऐसी है जो आपको कहाँ से कहाँ ले जाएगी और आपका गंतव्य आसमान से भी ऊंचा होगा। तो मैं तो इसे बहुत बधाई देती हूँ कि मैं प्रत्येक पंक्तियाँ इसकी पढ़ रही हूँ और इसको लिख रही हूँ और वो आज नहीं कल आप तक जरूर पहुँचेगा। इतने लोगों का इसने साक्षात्कार किया, लोगों ने जो समझा वो आप लोगों के सामने था कि कहाँ तक लड़की जा सकती है और क्या क्या कर सकती है। मैंने तो इसे इतने बरसों से 16 बरस से मैं देख रही हूँ, लेकिन ये इसके व्यक्तित्व का आयाम होगा मैंने जीवन में नहीं सोचा था कि ये ऐसा भी कुछ करेगी। बहुत सारे इसको पेंटिंग बहुत अच्छा करती है, डांस में बहुत अच्छी है, बोलती बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन ये इसका मनोबल होगा और ऐसी प्रेरणा लेकर के कहाँ से इतना सारा इसके दिमाग में आता है। तो ये ज़रूर मैं इसकी प्रशंसा करती हूँ और मैं सोचती हूँ कि आज जो भी आपके सामने है उससे और कहीं बहुत आगे इसके का क्षितिज जो है अभी बहुत ऊंचा है, ऐसा आशीर्वाद मेरी तरफ से है। आप सबों से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग इसकी सब किताब के हर पन्ने पर ध्यान दीजिए और उसी तरह से सोचिए और आगे बढ़िए। मुझे कुछ कहना ज़रूरी था क्योंकि इसने मुझे इतना एनकरेज कर दिया कि मैं इसके किताब का ट्रांसलेशन करने के लिए बाध्य हो गई हूँ। तो मैं सोचती हूँ कि आप लोग भी ज़रूर सारे पन्नों पर नज़र डालेंगे, उसी हिसाब से आगे बढ़ेंगे। धन्यवाद। मैं क्या बोलूँ, सब मेरे बच्चे जैसे ही हैं।
Okay, we have spoken a lot about Rashi, but अभी आंटी इतनी अच्छी हिंदी में बोल रही थी, आप लोग जानते हैं ना। So I just want to tell something about her. एक instance जो कि I think 8 years, 8-9-10 साल हो गया होगा। So I used to be a reporter. तो एक KBC का प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ, आंटी और राशि हमारे साथ गई। Like I had to interview अमिताभ, तो आंटी ऑडियंस में थी बैठी हुई एंड माइक इनको चाहिए था बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली अमिताभ हर किसी का फेवरेट एक्टर है इस देश का, तो इन्हें पूछना था अमिताभ से। सो नहीं मिल पा रहा था, बट आई स्नैच्ड माइक फ्रॉम PR एंड गेव इट टू आंटी। और फिर इन्होंने वो जो शुद्ध हिंदी में क्वेश्चन पूछा अमिताभ बच्चन से फॉर फ्यू सेकेंड्स। आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई एम नॉट एग्जैजरेटिंग। अमिताभ मुंह खोल के बहुत देर तक आपको पता है ना ऐसे करके देखता है वो। सो ही वाज स्टन और कुछ सेकंड के लिए बस वो इनको सुन ही रहा था। एंड देन लेटर ऑन I spoke to Siddharth Basu and okay, wife, I just forgot her name. She told me that we thought she is a plant. जो PR वगैरह question. No, she is original. She spoke such good. मतलब इतनी अच्छी हिंदी में और इतना अच्छा प्रश्न पूछा। तो आंटी के बारे में because she herself is a very good writer और बहुत अच्छा बोलती भी है. So I just wanted to tell this.
Yeah, actually जब आपने बोलना शुरू किया हमें सिर्फ ऐसे लगा कि बस सुनते ही रहने। It's beautiful.
So I wanted few more people who have actually read my book.
So I think you can ask one question and then ask everyone to read few lines, because we should start with the book reading session.
So there are few people I would like to ask. So
A very
we
good
have
evening.
Krishna. We have Krishna. She is, if you can introduce yourself,
Yeah.
please do not mind.
It would be better if I introduce myself. Actually, not talking very high about me, but I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own set of schools and colleges in Mira Bhayandar, ranging from in the suburbs of Mumbai, ranging from Mira Road till Palghar, Varanasi. We are coming up in Pune. We have schools and colleges from preschool to post-graduation, and actually we have set of professional colleges even. So I can tell you, Rashi, I know Rashi as a very good friend of mine. We met when in an occasion when we had a same set of mind to celebrate for, and it was great time with her when I interacted with her, and slowly and steadily we came very closer. And when she shared her book to me to read, it was an immense pleasure to see, wow, what a book it is, where this is a new generation Bible. I mean, it's not compared to be a Bible as such, but it's a new generation psychological book which will dive you through all sort of goodness, all sort of thinking possibilities. It will encourage your cognition, your metacognition, your subconscious mind, your all levels of conscious mind, where you can understand what you exactly are, how you are, what you should be, how you should be, and what exactly you want to achieve. And Rashi, I mean, heartiest congratulations. I have very small words to share for your contribution. This is actually, she has done a great job of writing book, and she has inspired many of us to write this kind of books. It's not writing a book, it is sharing your experience in and expressing your views in form of books. The lines what she has made up in this entire book, it has very simple language, and truly speaking, a great book, that could take you through all the path of life slowly and steadily, and you can understand where the flaws of yourself you find. You search yourself where you are. So Rashi, keep going, and wish you all the very best. Make some other editions also. We can go ahead with it and read it. And since lack of time, we are coming from Bombay, so which is actually a very traffic-oriented zone, where I had taken 2 hours to travel here, and I will be 2 hours traveling back to my home. My son is not keeping well; he is going through viral infections. So, very great congratulations. I interrupted in between, and would really like to read her books anytime, wherever she shares me. And I wish, please make it digital so that I can read it anywhere. Any place when I'm traveling in the car. Thank you so much. So wish you all the best.
I'll go.
There are, please. So here is one more person. He is also my relative, almost like a relative, So he's a kind of brother-in-law for me, and he has been so kind to me that
Thank you, Rashi,
in
for your
spite
kind
of all
words.
that, troubles, he came all the way. I understand. I truly want to know what is your, outlook on life.
पहले आंटी को प्रणाम। आंटी के लिए अभी कहा था ना कि सिंगिंग बुक सिंगिंग शायरी गाने, तो आंटी के लिए 2 लाइनें। अब के हम बिछड़े तो शायद कभी ख्वाबों में मिले, अब के हम बिछड़े तो शायद कभी ख्वाबों में मिले, जैसे सूखे हुए फूल किताबों में मिले। कोई रिलेवेंस नहीं है, किताब है इसके लिए मैंने बोला।
अब किताबों में फूल लोग रखते नहीं,
ये सारी हम लोग कॉलेज के ज़माने में बहुत बोला करते थे, इसीलिए किताब वर्ड था ना तो याद आ गया।
Join the club.
So good evening friends. This is my first occasion I am attending a book reading session. इसके पहले मूवी में बहुत सा देखा था book reading session. So thank you Rashi for inviting us. And before I speak about the book, I want to speak about Rashi. Rashi Roop Lakshmi is a beautiful girl from inside out. She's an excellent human being, and we all know she's an author, tarot reader, astrologer, by profession lawyer, life coach, and a family to us. When I started reading this, I haven't concluded, when I started reading this book, it has reminded me one of the interview of Sadhguru by a famous journalist. It was in relevance of some god. She asked Sadhguru, why need gurus or Sadhgurus? Sadhguru smiled and he replied that when we travel to unknown terrain, we normally use GPS, wherein a strange lady guides us, take left, take right, take U-turn. The same way, in life when we are into unknown terrain, we need instruction and guidance. These books, I am correlating this book with this, that these books help us consciously creating a life we love, exploring our potential and to manifest our dreams. So this book is all about that. This book defines the process to unleash our potential, knowing ourselves, to have faith, and to manifest our dreams. That's all about the books. So I could not conclude the books, but I have read 2-3 chapters of the books. It is brilliantly written. No words. I'll say only applause for your book, and I hope to complete it soon. After doing my CA, I started, reading other kind of books. So I lost almost all, love for this kind of books. But I'll definitely read the book and conclude it. And thank you, Rashi. Thank you for this opportunity. I really have enjoyed it. Thank you.
So much, Manoj. Thank you so much. And now I would like to read something. Like, why did I write this book after all? So this book is not just a book. This is basically the kind of situation I was seeing around. So for that, I have actually written it down in the foreword that I hope this book gives you an opportunity to manifest for yourself, like no other book does. So I have kept you in mind and have made this book very captivating through incidences, anecdotes, stories, which will actually help you do all that you have been thinking of, achieving your dreams and goals. So here, let me mention you a line in the words of Professor John M. Richardson. When it comes to the future, there are 3 kinds of people. Those who let it happen, those who make it happen, and those who wonder what happened. In what category do you belong to? We need to understand, हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है? Do we want to let things happen to us? Do we want to get into the plan of others? Or do we want to plan things for us and manifest all that? So this is something which was always there in my mind. And I believe that manifestation is not something new, Maybe this word has been, we have started using this word more often, law of attraction, manifestation. But athletes and big, all those 1%, 2% of the world for the business tycoon, they have literally been using all the techniques that I have been, mentioning in this book. So, like Muhammad Ali has literally said it down that he has been using the power of visualization. So I wanted to read it out for you. The power of visualization whenever he used to go into the arena, before every fight, he used to use this visualization technique. Visualization technique in which he used to make sure that he is the winner. And he gives the credit of visualization for all, and he believes that it is a manifestation for him. All his winnings have been a manifestation. Not only Muhammad Ali, it has been Michael Phelps, it has been many other, Martina Navratilova. There has been many other athletes, you know, and Jim Carrey. A lot of people, Schindler, who's the Schindler List? Who's the director of Schindler's List? I forgot his name, I'm sorry. Even him. So these are all the people who have actually used manifestation, whether they have believed it or not, but yes, they have first done it in their mind, and then it is said that first, if something happens, it has happened somewhere behind, at the back of your mind. And then second, then it happens in the real world. So it is said that, and that's how manifestation happens. And this is something big people have used it, you know, use these techniques to their greater advantage, to capitalize on it and use it for their own purpose. We can do that. And this is what we have done. I have actually put it down. Because let me tell you guys, our brain is a very high-tech machine. And we can literally use it for that result-oriented instinct. जब हम visualization का बात करते हैं, and I have literally put it down. It is so wonderful. Let me tell you guys, it is this is not something which I have said it and just for the sake of writing and I wrote it down. No, it's not like that. आप करोगे ये तो आपके साथ ये, you will feel that it is happening with you. Start using it. So what is visualization? I would like to read this part. Our body's computer system comprises our brain and entire nervous system. In short, I can say it consists of our body's energy centers. Once you know how to operate your system, once you have cracked your goal setting, then you can more or less control your actions and consequences you create in your life. From Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, I'm sure you must all know that she is a huge manifester, and she actually says that. Jim Carrey to Bill Gates to most of even the Wolf of Wall Street, I forgot his name again. All these successful people use visualization as their primary tool to achieve success. Jim Carrey, during his struggle to make a mark as an actor, in 1990, used visualization as his principal and most important tool to keep himself motivated. He wrote himself a check of 10 million for acting services rendered and dated it to 1994. He always carried this check in his wallet to keep himself emotionally inspired. In 1994, Jim Carrey got exactly 10 million for his role in the movie Dumb and Dumber. So this is something which actually happens, guys, because our mind, our subconscious mind, is the master leader. And अगर हमें इसको चलाना आ गया, अपना खुद का कंप्यूटर चलाना आ गया, then we are the master of our own, captain of our own ship, and master of our own life. Nobody can then actually lead us. It is us who's actually doing the lead. And ये कैसे होता है? You must be wondering. So when we are doing this visualization, and that too in a high state, let me tell you, I'm sorry if you feel that I've started coaching, but this is what my book is all about, you know. So there are many releases, there are many hormonal releases that our actually mind goes through. हम इतने high state में कैसे जाते हैं? Because of oxytocin, because of serotonin. ये dopamine का release क्यों होता है? When we are in a very good state, if you take yourself, if you are doing what you love to do, you go in a very high state. And when you visualize, तो फिर वो वाला वहाँ पक्का हो जाता है. Then things start happening. वो जब वहाँ पे there are neural pathways that are formed, जहाँ पे सारी चीजें पक्की होने लगती हैं. And things you start attracting, it goes into your subconscious mind. And once you are And let me tell you, visualization and reality, our subconscious mind doesn't know what is the difference between visualization and reality. उनको लगता है कि दोनों एक ही चीज़ है. So basically, life, if we lead according the way we want to lead, we need to control our subconscious mind. And this is what my book is all about. You need to control and become the power that you want to become in your life. So control your subconscious mind, basically.
Anyone would like to ask some questions to her?
I think if anyone is interested in reading
Anyone?
lines from her book. Okay, I just wanted to read few lines. That is why I
Please.
asked before.
मैं जहाँ से पढ़ दूँ कहाँ से पढ़ूँ? Please. Be comfortable.
According to the statistics, almost 96% of the people on this planet are suffering from some kind of inferiority complex or the other. To most people, this inferiority complex acts like a handicap that steals their happiness and keeps them away from success. I think I totally relate to this. I think most of the people will relate. And then another, there are many, there's just few of the lines that I have underlined in the initial chapters. Engage in motivating self-talk. Self-talk is the way we talk to ourselves in our heads. This inner voice has a mammoth impact on how you see yourself and your deeds. So these are the few lines that I told Rashi that I totally relate with these. And yes, there are so many, but if I start reading, तो फिर रात ही हो जाएगी. So yeah. Is there anyone else? या फिर कोई और?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ellen. On this note, I would like to bring an end to this beautiful evening. I'm sure if you have any questions, you can connect to Rashi directly. I would like to thank Tidal Waves for giving us this lovely platform. The author has also arranged some refreshments for all of you all, so please feel free. And the copies of the books are available at the front desk. So anyone who wants to buy and get it signed from Rashi, please collect it from the front desk. Also for selfies, and I want a very beautiful group picture for all of us for making this evening special and for all your blessings for Rashi. Thank you so much. You have been a lovely audience. Can we have one picture, please?
So can we all come here?